And finally, new rule to everyone who's been stopping me lately and asking, Bill, if by some weird fluke Stephen A. Smith doesn't run for president, who are we going to get? Well, I'm going to tell you. But first, a word from common sense. The Democratic Party's current approval rating is 21%, which is only slightly more popular than Kanye's swastika shirts. Maybe that's why, according to a new Gallup poll, 45% of Democrats want the party to move to the center, which is up 11 points from 4 years ago. Now, whenever a political party finds a real star president, the other side always says, well, we have to find our Bill Clinton, our Reagan, our Obama. Well, the Democrats need to find their Trump. Not the authoritarian part, but the part where a politician bonds with everyday Americans because he talks like them. And the good news for Democrats is they have that guy, and his name is John Fetterman. After the election, instead of curling up in a ball, Fetterman went to Mar-a-Lago, where Trump assumed he was one of the guys from January 6th. And afterwards, Trump said, he's not liberal or conservative. He's just a common sense person, which is beautiful. And that's the kind of gay adjacent respect Trump usually reserves for Putin. Trump and Fetterman actually have a lot in common. They're both plain-spoken anti-elitists who come from money, married exotic immigrant ladies, went to Ivy League schools, and aren't afraid to take on their own party. And when the wind catches Trump's hair just right, they're both 6'8". Look, here's the thing. Voters aren't really savvy about the issues, but they do have made it clear what is important to them. Authenticity, balls, and charisma. Trump has that package, and so does Fetterman. He's only been a senator 2 years, and he's already more famous than most of his colleagues. Quick, I dare you to name this sad-looking lady from Washington State who's been in the Senate for 30 years. You can't teach charisma or balls. Fetterman is that rare Democrat who's not afraid to put the woke nonsense peddlers in his own party in their place, saying things like, wanting a secure border and realizing that it was out of control, that doesn't mean you're a xenophobe or a racist. He's been unequivocally pro-Israel, as are most Americans, and when pro-Palestinian protesters showed up at his home, he went up on the roof and waved an Israeli flag. Fetterman says the 4 words that strike fear in the heart of every Republican who wants to hang on to power. I am not woke. That's why Trump won, not because Americans were clamoring for tariffs on margarita mix. Going where the American people are on crime and immigration, gosh, it's so crazy it just might work. See, that's how you get these things called votes. And once you do, you can take office. I know it's more fun to make memes of Trump sucking Elon's toes, but John Fetterman doesn't play that game. He says, I don't give a fuck. I left all my fucks in my other pants, and I don't wear pants. But you see, again, like Trump, Fetterman understands the value of having a distinctive look, a brand. Trump, with his yellow top and 4-foot rayon red tie, mimics the colors that every fast food franchise... It's true. Every fast food franchise knows this, that for some reason it gets people excited. Who knows why it works, but it does. And I think Fetterman's look works for him. It's a look that says, I'm just like you. I've given up. John's the only person in America who goes to CVS for the clothes. When the fashion police see him, they say, "We're going to need backup." And there's something else Fetterman and Trump have in common: brain damage. Okay, all right, neurological issues. Trump has the whole malignant narcissism thing that makes it difficult for him to distinguish between reality and whoever's kissing his ass. And Fetterman has had a stroke and been hospitalized for depression and needs a special speak and say device to communicate. He's legally a disabled person, which is actually great news for the Democratic ticket because, okay, look, I don't just have the top of the next Democratic ticket. I'm also going to throw in the best bottom the Democrats have, Pete Buttigieg. Yeah. Remember Mayor Pete? He used to be everyone's favorite boy genius from Indiana. Well, he's all grown up now. And he, too, seems to be trying to send a message that he wants to join the reality wing of the Democratic Party. A month ago, he stopped posting his pronouns. And Pete now says that liberals would do better, quote, if we were more serious about the actual values and not caught up in vocabularies and trying to cater to everybody only in terms of their particular slice of combinations of identities. Exactly. Fetterman's problem is he doesn't check any box for gender or race, which could hurt him in getting the nomination. John, are you sure you don't have any Latino blood? How does Juan Fetterman sound? So let me suggest this. Since Fetterman checks the disabled box and Pete is gay, can we just, for the sake of the next election, say that on the intersectionality conversion chart, gay plus disabled equals one person of color? Could... Because I think it's a great ticket, especially since Pete has lately been finding the strength to say things like Democrats should stop, quote, making people sit through a training that looks like something out of Portlandia. Out of Portlandia, where did he get that line? The entire Democratic Party has become a Portlandia sketch. Oh, I'm not mad. Please, steal all my jokes. I'm going to actually get somebody elected.